with the lockout. And what a year that was, RJ. You were, rookie. You scored, Christ, I think you scored 21 goals that year, 44 helpers. I don't care if you're 22, you're still a rookie playing with men now.
And
And
it was
that
probably
the best league there
in
was
the
at
world.
that
I get
point in
that's
time
right.
because
That's right.
everyone had their prospects, with the American League team. And it was just, we've talked about this a lot. We've had guys on before, but it was one of the best years I ever had. I mean, it was so much fun with you guys.
Yeah, that year was a blast. I mean, and you're right, it was the best AHL you probably ever was. I mean, the amount of NHL guys that were down, and that was another thing that my agents kind of predicted too about that. So we knew I was going to be in good hands, and the Philly team was just so much fun. I think, what did we go on a run of like 20 some games?
Yeah, it was
that's
crazy. I can't believe that got broken.
I know,
Norfolk
it
ended
got
up breaking that.
shattered.
They
Yeah,
did
yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe it got
games.
broken here, but I mean, it was just stupid. Like we were so good, and the guys were awesome, and we had a good time hanging out together. And anytime you win a championship your first year, it's like, all right, this is great. Like here we
Is
are.
it this easy?
Nice bounce
Not
back
that it
here
was
for you,
easy,
yeah,
but
right?
yeah, no, and it was so cool in Philly too, because like we were the main event, for
Yeah.
hockey, and and it's 17,000 fans in the final game, and we're going wild and we're celebrating, in the locker room. Like this was amazing, and it was such a fun, memorable year with a lot of guys that I ended up playing, a few years with. So it was a good time.
Yeah, it was, to me, that team, like, you had a lot of good players, a lot of guys with points, but no selfishness on that team at all.
Yeah.
I felt like,
Well, a lot of guys that hadn't played NHL games yet.
Yeah.
That went on to play games, as
and
you were
then
talking
the following
about.
year, I mean, even yourself, you started I think 8 games you played with the Phantoms that following year, and then you were gone. See, no more American League for you the rest of your career. But and then you end up scoring 20 goals in 70, I think 72, 73 games with the Flyers. So, I mean, you're obviously meant to be playing there, but it's pretty damn impressive.
Yeah, it was just a good group of guys, like you said, good veterans, guys like Sim and Slaney. Slaney was such a good leader, and these guys, like you said, there was no selfishness. We brought in Richards and Calder right there at the end, and it was like we didn't miss a beat. Like everybody just loved having them there, and they stepped right into top minutes, and guys just went with it, and we were just a good cohesive group. And Steve, Coach Stevens too. I mean, you got to talk about Johnny. Like he was such a good coach for young guys, in my opinion. So for him to be able to manage all these different talents and guys that had success at different levels, so I think that says a lot for him, and why he's had success at every level as a coach too. So it was just a good combination of guys. So.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, it probably was arguably one of the best teams I've been on as far as like individual character, team bonding, just guys, good chemistry, right? Everyone kind of knew their role, and I don't think we had anybody in like top 20 in scoring. It was like we scored by committee, right? Everyone's contributing, spread out. It's just hard to play against. It was just like, it was just like you think of a team. You think of like a good team, like that was just like a solid team all around, like on the ice, off the ice.
Yeah,
you're right though. Like I definitely would not have been one to be on another team playing against us with the talent we had. I mean, up there, it was just ridiculous. Who we had, yourself and Friggy and Grattan. I mean, like it was crazy.
Yeah, that we could get you on the scoreboard, and then we could get you, on the ice, the gloves on the ice there. But it was just a great mix and a great year, man. God, I remember that. What was the game? Was it against Scranton where your line? He just started rolling you guys. Grat scored. Yeah. Was it the first round? Yeah. I mean, that was just that said so much about the team. We were losing 5-1, and I remember Johnny throwing these guys out there and a few big hits. Next thing you know, there's a goal. I mean, it was just by committee. Everyone was on the same page, and everyone was so excited when your guys did that. Like, because like that's what a team does. Like you said, it was awesome. It was a great year.
And we had such good goaltending. Nitty was so good. This was great. and Litz was the best person I've ever seen in hockey. So I mean, you have a guy like that in your locker room. It was just kept everybody calm and laughing, and like it was just such a unique group that it's hard to get that kind of assembled group again.
Yeah, that's the truth. Yeah, you could play hockey for years and years and years and never have be on a team like that. Never experience something like that, which is something special for sure.